Story 1. Because I would eventually be broke and homeless if I did not. Story 2. I am deeply passionate about not being homeless. My job is just a means to an end, pays the bills, and the people are not awful. If I could stay home and rescue cats, I would do that in a heartbeat. Story 3. I get up every day because my girlfriend of 7 years is sick. She had a massive seizure and a stroke with 3 clots to the brain. While recovering, she tripped and broke a hip all in the past year. She just got home last week. She can't walk very well, and I had to take a leave from work because there is no home care available. She can't change her clothes or get in and out of bed. My full-time job became making sure she is okay, giving her medications and keeping her clean and eating well. She might die and I am afraid, but I still get up every time I need to, because I love her. I always will. Story 4. I can see the big blue sky. It may sound silly, but I was denied the freedom to step outside in nature whenever I wanted for about 5 years. So now it is my favorite thing. Music is another favorite. I listen to it a lot. Books are treasures. I am building my collection slowly but surely. They are expensive. I also live to spite everyone who ever hurt me. I lived through horrific things, but I will not let those people have the last laugh. The best revenge is a life well lived. For myself and my younger self who fought so that I could exist. I want to honor her sacrifices by enjoying the life she created for me. For my future cats and dogs. I want to adopt pets eventually when I am healthy and financially stable. For my plants. I got them when I first moved here and have grown attached to them. I water them daily and make sure they get sunlight. I have many reasons to get up, and these are the biggest. Story 5. My kids. If I did not have them, my depression would keep me in bed all day. Story 6. My cat wakes me up gently by putting his paw on my cheek every morning. He taps it until I am awake. Story 7. I enjoy learning new things. I am 50 years old, and I feel I have gotten over a hump where it is easier to see connections, patterns, and relationships. Story 8. Because if I do not go to work, I will be homeless and it is cold outside. Story 9. I'm really sorry you're feeling this way. If you are in immediate danger, please call your local emergency number now. In the United States, call or text 988. If you are outside the United States, contact your local emergency services or tell me your country and I can find a helpline. Please consider reaching out to someone you trust or a mental health professional. I can help find resources or talk with you now. Edited text for Azure text-to-speech. Because I have to. I don't want to live on this shitty planet anymore. Story 10. I get up so my wife can sleep in, be cute, and not have to deal with bullshit. Story 11. I try to roll out of bed and start running outside in the fresh air before my brain can wake up enough to think about stopping me. If I finish my morning routine quickly, I get to wake my husband in the 5 minutes before his alarm, which is a great reward for me, though not necessarily for him. Story 12. The hungriest cat has learned that if she drapes herself across my bladder, I will get up and feed the crew. Story 13. My alarm scares the crap out of me, and because of the surge of adrenaline, I might as well get up and do something productive. Story 14. I like nice things, and I don't have a sugar mama. I'm taking applications, though. Story 15. I love life. Even when it is hard, life is still beautiful. I have overcome so much in my 4 decades of life, including an attempt to end my life when I was in my 20s. Today, I am grateful for every day, every breath, and every blessing. Story 16. My back hurts, and I cannot sleep for long because I am in tremendous pain. Story 17. Looking for jobs so I can get the hell out of the situation I am in. Story 18. If I don't go to work, I won't be able to keep my bed. Story 19. Every morning is a fresh start. A chance to chase my dreams and make today better than yesterday. That is what gets me up. Story 20. If I don't, I'll end up homeless. I'm not enjoying any of this place. Story 21. 1. B. 2. Coffee. 3. So my family doesn't end up homeless. Story 22. I feed the animals outside my house. Chipmunks and many bird species. I love spending time with them, and they enjoy being around me. I occasionally see flying squirrels and some red and black squirrels, but I do not focus on them. Story 23. Because someone has to feed the plants and maybe me too. Story 24. My dog likes to body slam me at 5:30 in the morning. Breakfast is very important. Story 25. Get my children ready for school during the week and for sports on the weekend. Story 26. I have to feed the goats, get the kittens up, and work too. Story 27. I have animals counting on me to feed and care for them. Story 28. I will feed my cat. I was told she doesn't have much time left, so I don't think I will go anywhere after that. Maybe I will go to the front door to get groceries. Story 29. My English bulldog Macaroni's favorite song is My Alarm. He will not allow me to hit the snooze button. Story 30. A 3-year-old pries my eyelids open if I do not open them quickly enough. Story 31. My horses and dogs depend on me to let them out. Story 32. My cat demands food after screaming, "Become vertical, you foul peasant." Story 33. I need a job to afford a place to live and food. Story 34. Because nothing will get done around here without me. Story 35. I work to pay the bills and provide for my loved ones because I love them more than I hate this. Story 36. I don't pee the bed, and my dog doesn't pee his bed. Story 37. Another Sonic game is around the corner. I just know it. Story 38. We grind it out. One day I will wake up and be able to do exactly what I want for the rest of my life. Tomorrow is not that day. Story 39. I have too many people who rely on me. I usually wake up around 4 in the morning, drink coffee while I sit in bed for a while, and then go outside to finish my coffee. At 6 I wake everyone up and spend the next 10 hours feeling miserable so they can be happy. Then I come home and go to bed early. Story 40. I got up very early this morning so we could go to a food bank. It was a 3-hour wait, but it was worth it for the turkey and chicken they gave me. I might actually have a Thanksgiving dinner this year. Story 41. My cats expect me to. One of them wakes me by bashing his forehead against mine to ask me to get up and feed him. Story 42. Mornings are my reset button. I get up ready to embrace whatever comes my way and make it count. Story 43. Wife and kids. Exclusively for them. If it were just me, I'd be living in a cave in some lost, forgotten arse of the world forest. I'd rather be a bear or a moose than deal with current society for another day. Story 44. I have to use the bathroom, and my cats won't let me sleep any longer. Story 45. The alternative would be lying there, staring at the hideous popcorn ceiling. Story 46. Because it would be cruel not to let my dog outside, and I do not need another mess to clean up. Story 47. Because we live in a capitalist society, we unfortunately need money to live comfortably. Story 48. The weight of responsibilities throws me out of bed every morning. Story 49. I truly enjoy my life. I grew up quite poor, experiencing intermittent homelessness and physical, emotional, and sexual abuse. I left home at 15 and lived on the streets, squatting in condemned buildings and eating out of dumpsters. By age 20, almost all of my friends were dead and the rest were dealing with addiction. I did not want to spend the rest of my life that way, so I contacted a Navy recruiter. It took 2 years to enlist because of missing paperwork and the need for waivers for minor offenses. I served my time, was discharged, married, had a child, and later divorced. I went to nursing school, and now I earn a comfortable living while contributing to other people's lives. I have a purpose beyond mere survival, and that makes every day a good day. Story 50. I have an outdoor cat that adopted us about 5 years ago. He is fed at 6:30 in the morning. After that, I work from home. Story 51. Feed the dog and let him out to pee. He has a doorbell he presses. If I do not get to him, he jumps on me in bed. Story 52. I keep my cats in the lifestyle to which they have become accustomed. Story 53. Because some idiot emerged from a perfectly good primordial ooze billions of years ago, I now have to pay bills and stuff. Story 54. I am the man of the house. and I have a wife and 2 dogs to show up for and make their lives the best possible. It is not easy or without struggle, but no matter what, I will do it again tomorrow. Story 55. To show my enemies I can still fuck with them if they get too out of line. Story 56. I have to feed my dog, chop up vegetables for the birds, and uncover them from their nighttime blankets. Otherwise, I'd rot in bed most days. Story 57. I get to see my nephews every day. They are my favorite part of the day. Story 58. Because I didn't die in my sleep the night before, I might as well get up out of spite. Story 59. I wake up at 4 a.m. to be at work by 6 a.m. Monday through Friday. Story 60. It varies between wanting to make my mark on the world in some way, big or small, and acting out of pure spite against the universe. Usually it is half and half. Story 61. I want to take care of my mom, my cat, and my dog. Once they are all gone, I probably will be too. Story 62. I need to make money. I value comfortable shelter and the ability to avoid starvation. I am afraid of having to work until I die, so I am trying to buy my way out as soon as possible. Story 63. Waking up to slobbery puppy kisses is the best part of the day. It may be tied with curling up in bed with them while the television plays quietly and they fall asleep in my arms. Story 64. My dog stares at me until I move, so that is my main motivator. Story 65. All of these reasons, even simple ones like needing to use the bathroom or having a place to live, are valid and I agree with them completely. I get up because I am working diligently to become a newer, more grateful version of myself, to grow each day, and to take care of myself and those I hold dear. Spread some love out there, whether I am at work or not. It is a rough world right now, but I will be damned if I am going to let it keep me in bed feeling like I do not want to get up. I have done that before, and it just brought all that hell from outside of myself inside. Be safe and be kind, everyone. Story 66. If I do not move, the police will knock on my window and threaten to give me a ticket. Story 67. That is the interesting part. I do not wake up in the morning. I stay asleep. Story 68. Because if I am not going to kill myself, I have to try a little bit. Story 69. My dog cannot go anywhere or do anything without me. I am the source of his joy, and I feel bad on the days I fail to deliver. Story 70. I love my job. I get up to do science and then go home to pursue my hobbies. Story 71. I still need to buy my house on the beach. Then I can retire. Story 72. Because I am still alive. It is easy to take that for granted, but when you are not alive, you cannot get out of bed. There is no bed. Getting up in the morning is a wonderful privilege if you have the right perspective. Story 73. I have to go to sixth form to study topics I don't want to do. Story 74. My body and mind did not want to continue sleeping, and I become sore if I stay in bed all day. Story 75. Because my 15-month-old son sees me open my eyes, smile ear to ear, shout, da-da, and give me a big, enthusiastic hug, my crippling depression is eased. If I let the depression win, that little boy will suffer or go without, and I cannot allow that. He thinks I am the greatest person on earth, and I will do everything I can to earn that. Story 76. I can make money and give it away to corporations and the government. Isn't that sad? Story 77. Money. After a certain time in the morning, I can hear the distant bells of poverty drawing nearer. Story 78. I have to pay the bills and rent, so I go to my job to earn the money. Story 79. Although I am not rich, I am ahead financially but still nowhere near retirement. If I want to eat, I have to get up and work. Laughing out loud. Story 80. My back hurts from sleeping. Laughing out loud. Good grief, that's pathetic. Story 81. Are you rich or something? Someone has to pay the bills, of course. Story 82. God gave us another day, and I wish I were more grateful for it. When I wake up, I think of all the things I need to do to get my son ready and off to school, and I worry about how my day will go. As a single mother and an Instacart shopper, It is mentally draining to constantly wait and hope for a well-paying order to appear and to be the one who gets it. I trust God will provide, but I spent everything I earned yesterday on a few groceries, and I do not have much food in the house. I know things will get better soon. Rant over. Story 83. A healthy fear of an image lives in my head. I am walking into heaven and Jesus stands there with a giant projector screen in front of me, showing my entire life in flashbacks and other scenes of a version of me I do not recognize. The Lord asked, "My child, you say you knew me, but did you really surrender your life to me? Did you let me make something of your life beyond what you could imagine?" Then he said, "Depart from me. I never knew you," shook me to my soul. I have given my life back to the Lord since that day. I found purpose with a job I love. I lost 90 pounds, left a toxic relationship, got my car back, renewed my lease on my own, and adopted 3 cats. The only reason any of it is possible is through Jesus. I could not leave my beautiful babies alone. They are my kids and I love them to death. Story 84. I can't sleep with my door open. My cat can't sleep without me, and he has a very strict 5 a.m. schedule. I let him out to go downstairs every morning, and that's what wakes me. A small, screaming old man. Story 85. The next toy dinosaur and makeup play sets for my kids are not going to buy themselves. I'm their bitch. Story 86. I just got up because, unfortunately, I've made it to another day. I have no reason to keep going. I'm just too scared to end it all. I'm sorry you're feeling so hopeless. If you are thinking about harming yourself or might act on these thoughts, please contact local emergency services now. In the United States, call or text 988. If you are outside the United States, contact your local emergency number or a local crisis line. If you can, tell someone you trust or go to the nearest emergency room. You do not have to face this alone. Story 87. Right now, I am trying to make up for past mistakes. I had the mindset since my teenage years that I would probably die young, and I am very lucky to still be here given how I lived. Now I am in my mid-30s with basically nothing. No house, no family of my own, no spouse or children, and no plans in place for retirement or for what I will do as I get older. This past year I have made some progress that I am proud of, even though it is probably just a drop in the bucket compared with most people my age. I wake up every day trying to be better and fix the mess I have built around myself. Story 88. I get up before my wife to make her coffee. I am retired now, but she still brings home the bacon, so making coffee is the least I can do. When she retires, who knows what will happen. Story 89. During the week it's because I can't stay in bed any longer, or I'll be late for work. On the weekends it's because my dog won't stop licking me until I feed him. Story 90. For me, being productive is actually quite enjoyable when I am sober. Story 91. Honestly, I am on autopilot. 99% of my day is spent fully dissociated from my body. Story 92. My family is the only reason I wake up in the morning. If they were quieter, I could sleep until noon. Story 93. God blessed me with a life I did not think I would ever get. I get to wake up next to my best friend and soulmate, and I go to a job I love that pays me well. I cannot complain. Story 94. I feed the sandhill crane family that visits my house almost every day. They honk as they approach, which wakes me up. The sound is amazing. Search for it online if you have never heard it. Sandhill cranes are among the oldest living bird species. They actually sound like dinosaurs. Story 95. Lying in bed for more than 10 hours makes my bones hurt. Story 96. I enjoy cuddles with my dog, a cup of coffee, the morning sun, and whispering thank you, God, for one more day. Story 97. Turn on the television news to see whether Trump died overnight. Story 98. I have the sweetest dog. I have an excellent, well-respected job and a great house, but if I did not have the dog, I would most likely exit this popsicle stand. Story 99. Go to the bathroom, make coffee, and let the dogs out to urinate. There is a lot of urine in the morning. Story 100. My alarm goes off, and the voice in my head says, You are one bad day away from losing everything. Make the day count. Story 101. I have a child to take care of. I get them ready for school and go to work. Story 102. My dogs need to go outside to relieve themselves. I probably need to use the toilet too. Thanks a bunch for sticking around till the end of the video. Remember to subscribe, and until next time, stay awesome and goodbye.